video, and it's fatayir Lebanese spinach pie. For that, I have my dough here. I'm using my sourdough. You don't have to use your sourdough. You can use your regular dough with yeast. Of course, my baking sheet. And when we get there, I'll show you what to do with that. I have some onion. That's 2 onions here. I'm gonna make a few, actually maybe a couple of dozens I can make with these. That's 2 medium onions, some 7 or 8 cloves of garlic I chopped up. I'm gonna make it a little different. Here I have some crushed pecans, fresh pecans that I crushed. Well, not fresh, dried, but it was whole pecans that I crushed. And some pine nuts, also that I crushed lightly. Some Swiss chard, some baby spinach, of course, some green scallions, lemon juice, and olive oil. It's very simple. And here for spices, I have a lot of black pepper, some salt, and a bit of cumin. And you can season it any way you like. And we're gonna start with olive oil. Enough olive oil in the pan. And as you know, I always forget to turn my stove on, so I make sure it's on this time. I'm gonna dump in my garlic. And my onion. And I want to fry this. I gotta brown my onion and my garlic. And I'm gonna start chopping my Swiss chard. Like so, that's enough. And please don't chop your hand off. Be careful. And all of this I'm going to fry. Saute in this pan here. My beautiful green non-stick Korean pan that I love so much. It's not nuclear science, so we're just going to chop them like this and leave them here together. My garlic and onions are browning very nicely. I'm going to add my pine nuts. Again, this is an optional thing. This is my own thing. They don't do it like that. They don't have nuts in the spinach pie that they usually make. Brown this off a bit, and I'll see you in a minute. Everything looks good. Pine nuts, pecans, onion, garlic, olive oil. Now I'm going to add my little bit of cumin, a little bit of salt, enough salt seasoning, and a lot of black pepper. And that's our seasoning. And as you can see, I've already chopped all my greens. My green scallions, Swiss chard, and baby spinach. And now I'm going to add my lemon juice, and at the same time I'm going to add all my greens. And I don't want to waste any of my greens because these are nice and fresh and delicious. There we go. And let these wilt. And of course they're going to reduce a lot, so I'm going to go ahead and do this, and I'll see you in a minute. So right after I added about my half a cup of fresh lemon juice, I put in my greens and let it reduce a little bit, and you can see the beautiful colors. I'm just letting it simmer a little bit, to cook well, and just maybe a couple more minutes, and then that's it. And that's going to be the stuffing of our beautiful spinach pie or fatayir. There's meat pies and there's spinach pies, and they're called fatayir, meat fatayir or spinach fatayir, and the spinach one is really, really a good vegetarian alternative, as my wife says, or even vegan. It's very healthy, fresh, delicious, and very satisfying. You can take it to work with you, or take it to a snack or a picnic. Very easy to make, as you can see. Very simple, fast, and you don't have to have your sourdough. You can just use regular yeast dough. So while this is happening, I'm going to start getting my dough ready here. I'm not going to use all of this, but I'm going to show you just rolling it, regular rolling the dough, and rolling it out flat and pretty thin, and then just making the little pies and baking them in the oven. My oven should be preheated at about 420. They should take about 25 minutes. I'll see you when I start in a minute. So I'm rolling my dough pretty thin, and I'm going to get my knife here, and I'm going to cut these like so, and there we go. This sheet should give me 6 fatayir or 6 pie. There we go. Now I let this cool off a bit. I could let it cool off more. You see it's still steaming hot, but that's okay. And you don't have to put a lot in there. Just enough. There we go. And of course, brush it with water a little bit. Because we're gonna make it stick, and let's see how this is gonna work now. There we go. Like so. Like so. And of course, like so. There we go. And then we go like this. Seal it. Like that, and we put it on the baking sheet. I have a really nice non-stick baking sheet here, and on to the next one. And I'm gonna do all of these, and then I'll see you in a bit, just before I put them in the oven. So I'm just gonna put a little hole. As you can see, I removed my pies and I floured the panel just in case, because my sourdough is very wet. I don't want it to stick, just in case. Probably wouldn't have, but just a safety precaution. And now my oven is preheated at 420. I'm going to put these in my oven about 25 to 25 minutes or so, and I'll see you then. We rolled the rest. We didn't make them like the little pies. I made this, actually my wife's idea. Roll the dough thin, and then rolled it like a rotolo. So it's like almost like a cinnamon roll. And this one just like a bread loaf with the stuffing in the middle. My pies have been inside now for about 25, almost 30 minutes. They're nice and brown. You can see that. Now these are not as nice as my mom makes the shape. She makes them perfect. But trust me, they will taste good. I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the oven. And I'll show you. I'll slice one of these just to show you what they look like inside. It's almost like a cinnamon roll, like a swirl. Let me take these out. You have to let these rest a minute. And you know me, I have no patience. And sourdough comes out crispy, and then it softens up. In a few minutes, once it cools down, it softens up a little bit. But they are beautiful, nice and brown on both sides. Look at this, gorgeous golden color. And these are our Lebanese fatayir, spinach fatayir. Beautiful vegetarian dish, vegan even, and delicious and filling and healthy, very healthy. So I'm gonna leave too hot to try. I'll try them in a minute and I'll show you. The other ones, they've been in there about 30 minutes now. These are the ones we were experimenting with. We made them like loaves. This is like a rotolo, like a cinnamon roll. And this one here is just a loaf with stuffed in the middle, with the stuffing in the middle. So I'm going to turn off my oven here. And they are beautiful. Yeah, they did explode, but they're gorgeous. I love them. And this here, let me show you what this one looks like. We let it cool off a bit. Look at this. See how soft it is now on the outside? And look at this. Exactly what it's supposed to look like. I'm going to take a bite. That stuffing is delicious. And any vegetarian or vegan will absolutely love this. Oh my God, so good. Nice color. Beautiful flavor, fantastic. It's like an explosion of flavor in your mouth. And this one, look at this. They exploded a bit, but it's okay. I just want to show you what they look like on the inside. Just because I promised. I don't usually like to show my messes. Just took it out of the oven, so it's still a bit hard. Let it sit a minute, it'll soften up. Let me see. No patience, you see? I can't wait for it to cool off. Just want to show you what we did here. And look at that. Look at that. And our sourdough is fantastic. My God. And that is going to taste delicious. So this is it for our fatayir, our Lebanese spinach vegetarian spinach pie, and our own, well, my wife's invention of rotolo. Same dough, same filling, just a different presentation. And of course, a regular loaf that I've stuffed in the middle with the same stuffing again. And that's so beautiful. And we're gonna take this one to my parents. Oh no, this one my wife's gonna take to her mom. With this one, no, I'll give her the broken one. And I'll take this one to my parents. Just to be fair. So please do like, subscribe, and share our videos. And stay safe, stay healthy. Until next time. Sorry for the late videos. I haven't been feeling well lately. And I try to make more often, try to feel better. And until next time, bye for now. See you soon.